As-salamu alaykum wa-raḥmatu, wa-barakātuh. If you're someone who's been trying to memorize the Quran or have been wanting to memorize it, but finds it hard to stick to or to commit, you're definitely not alone. Memorizing the Quran is a long-term journey that requires a lot of patience and discipline. And inshallah, in this video, I'll be sharing some practical tips on how you can be more confident in memorizing Quran, feeling less overwhelmed, and how you can make the process more smoother and achievable. You should firstly start small and be consistent in your memorization. Now this can vary depending on how much Arabic you already know. Perhaps you might be already very fluent in Arabic and you were able to memorize more than average. No problem at all. When I say small, I mean there's your memorization within your capability that is not too easy for you but yet not hard, so you can keep it manageable. For some people that might be 2 ayat a day, for others 5 ayat, for others even a full page. Find what will sound best for you as a starter, because the worst possible end for you will be that you quit from day one. Keep it manageable, trust the process, and later on you may build up the quantity of how much you memorize per day, so don't rush into it. Secondly, I advise you to both understand and memorize the Quran at the same time. Now this is a bit controversial, as there are people who say that you should first learn Arabic and then start memorizing the Quran. Others will say that you first can memorize the Quran and later on understand the meaning of the verses. But both methods are okay to be followed. But what if you would learn Arabic and memorize the Quran at the same time? This process isn't that hard as you might think that it is. First of all, you read the verse of the Quran in Arabic, you repeat it a couple of times. Later on, you read the translation, you ponder the meaning of the verses and repeat that translation a couple of times. And then you can retain it much easier, because indeed you can learn Arabic from memorizing the Quran. It's a mechanism that has been proven to work, and I would say that it's worth as a complete beginner because you have a much bigger advantage over the long term. You don't have to prioritize one over the other, and plus you're getting double the reward for both understanding and memorizing the Quran. For my third advice, go and make a plan. You wouldn't go on a road trip without a map, right? The same goes for memorizing the Quran. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you're memorizing something that's as long as the Quran, where you don't have a clear plan of structure. Break down what you want to memorize daily, weekly, and within monthly goals. For example, say that, okay, this week I'm going to memorize that surah, the next month I will memorize that juz of the Quran. A clear plan will help you stay focused and motivated instead of feeling like you're just climbing on an endless mountain. A great app that I will recommend is called Hifdh Tracker. It basically tracks your progress in Quran memorization. You can set revision targets on that app for daily, monthly, and weekly goals for how many juzes, hifs, and surahs you want to read for a certain period of time. And you can see how much progress you have made in that app and which you have to memorize and repeat over time. Another thing that I would like to mention is forget the deadline of fully memorizing the Quran. For example, you want to memorize the whole Quran within 2 years. Having this restriction upon you can definitely make you feel more stressed and wanting to do more per day that is above your average capability. This will definitely bring you down over the long term, so convince yourself that it doesn't matter when you fully finish the Quran and that you just focus on memorizing over the short term and being consistent over the short term. And you will feel more at ease in your memorization. My last and most important advice, stay connected to your why. It's easy to get caught up in the process and to forget why you're memorizing Quran in the first place. It's to please Allah, right? To connect with Him on a deeper level. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, just take a step back and remind yourself of your purpose, renew your intentions, and remind yourself of the rewards of memorizing the Quran. This will definitely refresh your motivation and lighten your journey in memorizing the Quran. May Allah make this beautiful journey easy for you. Stay motivated, make dua to Allah. And that's it for this video. May Allah's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. As-salamu alaykum wa-raḥmatu, wa-barakātuh.